sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bolts and the Hawks on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective offenses. Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Russell Wilson of the Seahawks.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now it's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down.
Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jordan Brooks
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carlos Dunlap providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Seattle's offense ready to go here for the first time, and leading them is the 7-time Pro Bowler. In his 10th year now in the NFL, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Carson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it all culminates with a Seattle score. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Herbert now. And nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here comes Reed.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
He gives it off to Carson.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense is humming here in the early going.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Carson. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The Chargers getting set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. L.J. Collier in there to get him. And that is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. 3rd down here. Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Kelly. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And out now come the the Seahawks. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chargers ready to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jamal Adams. He's at the 30, 20.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. is if you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Kick is away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jordan Brooks, his 2nd sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. Now room for Eckler, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
And Cook has it, left side. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Vincent Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Here's Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Darrell Taylor, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Benson Mayowa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. They still can't get it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. 34 yards, and the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. L.J. Collier, his second sack of the night. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the second quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down, Herbert. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Reed. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoined Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Now it's Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for
touchdown, Seahawks. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to set up his blockers.
Let's go.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away, not intercepted.
pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
I'm going to show you, man.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Myers' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass, and he will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert throwing again. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Tyron Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a it's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey McKinney there to make the grab. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's third and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
My, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm. Under pressure, and they got to him again. L.J. Collier bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yards. They're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Herbert. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Again, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Carlos Dunlap, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Reed. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Pro Bowler, Chris Harris, is in on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Carson. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. They'll run on first down. Carson. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They run it with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.